All right, thank y'all for tuning back in to ESQ-Astro, where we're going to do the daily spread for the collective. I'm going to do a 3-day spread for the weekend first, and then we'll spread out the day with the Egyptian pyramid. We're just going to start off with a 3-card spread. Just want to see where the energy lies for the weekend. First video got trashed. It was not right when I got to try to go back and look at it, so we had to retract and detract and put some new stuff into play. But again, we're gonna do it until we get it right. Okay, and again, do everything live so y'all see my shuffles. Hopefully some of the same cards come back out, because it was actually pretty good read. So hopefully things turn around in that manner. I'm telling you to give one more quick shuffle. All right, so we get right into the read with the first card coming off, the Death in reverse. So I believe something's being rebirthed. Again, we in Pluto retrograde, so we could be dealing with that particular. Something's coming to an end, and something new is starting. Okay. Second card coming off for that weekend spread is going to be the Fool. Yeah. So somebody's definitely setting off on a new journey. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe something tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow something new starts. So that's definitely going to be up to the individual to figure out for themselves. But Saturday is usually that day too of being able to get out a bit and explore. So it just may be some Saturday exploration after something new begins on this day. Okay. Next card coming out for Sunday is going to be the Chariot in reverse. Okay. So this just may be one of those things with two reversals coming out. Just may be a reverse of things coming for the weekend. Again, Chariot in reverse could either be, maybe you're going away for the weekend on the Fool's trip, and now Sunday you're coming back. I'm not sure. Definitely looks like some type of rebirth energy around the Fool. So the Fool could be set off on a new journey, or the Fool could be again stepping into the mouth of madness or death. So just be careful out there this weekend. With death always at play in the reverse, it may not be you necessarily there, but someone else. Again, we are in Pluto retrograde, and Pluto is one of the planets of death. So we definitely have to be aware of that retrograde energy kicking in here. But if you're driving anywhere Sunday, I would say definitely be safe. Bottom of the deck is showing the Hierophant in the upright. So basically, we got a 2 and 2. I would definitely say somebody's kind of back in their power and on solid ground. But as the Hierophant is, again, more like the High Priest, okay, definitely showing an overall higher governance over the reading for the weekend. So I would definitely say be on your P's and Q's. Again, if we are out there driving, it can be nice this weekend. So, we always want to be safe. Make sure we're putting on that seat belt. Make sure we're getting, timely to our destination. Making the stops that we need to make or that we feel like we need to make. Because sometimes that saves a life, So we got to be aware of the energy at all times. I'm going to clarify with one card from the gods of Egypt, and then we'll get into the big spread. That way you guys can see exactly what the day holds. Even though I'm getting started a little late, I still hope to get you guys on point before the day is over with the good read. All right, so that's going to be at the last shuffle there. Felt real good. All right, and then the first card coming out to clarify the reading is going to be Justice in reverse. It's in the upright to you guys, but for me it's in reverse. So clarifying the overall reading. Yeah, I would definitely say something's being turned around, something's being deaded. If justice in reverse, it could be being served to two individuals involved. But I would say with everything being more in the reversal, I would say it's a good reversal. The Fool is, to me, turning into the Hierophant. The Fool is setting off on a new path of, I would say, becoming the wise man. Okay. And again, with justice, death, and the Chariot in reverse, yeah, something's definitely turning around for whoever that Fool is. changing into that Hierophant energy. Bottom of the deck, protection. See, this card came out in reverse for the reading that got erased just a minute ago. Came out in reverse to clarify the reading, but the card that came out before it off the on the back was actually an upright. So now it's the opposite. It wasn't the Justice card though. So, but definitely showing like there's some justice coming, or there's a turnaround, and some type of protection is definitely being invoked or shown when it comes to the Fool becoming the Hierophant, and again getting in control and getting into a certain mastery of the energies and how to transmute the energies based upon, rebirth. Uh, Maybe this is somebody getting a car, or something turning around with the vehicle. The chariot can represent just motion, so it could just be a turning around of motion for the Fool. But something's definitely dying to be reborn on today. Tomorrow, the Fool may set off on a journey. Okay, and it may be in the chariot. It may be just a journey of new motion based upon some information that comes in. Again, the Hierophant is where I see the transformation of the Fool, having this turnaround and both of these things going on around them to be put more in that Hierophant position. Overall energy is justice is reversed. So again, where there may be have been a misjudgment, or somebody looking at you in a particular light, that light is changing, and overall that's putting you in a place of protection. It may even be putting you in a place to invoke protection over somebody else that may again not be in the same position or same light that you're in to know better. So I would definitely say the weekend play is going to be, to keep things simple. And again, if we can get out, cool. If we can't, we're not going to sweat it. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle both decks again when we get into the reading. Again, we're going to protect that Goddess of Egypt with the beautiful amethyst. I always like to show it towards the screen with a little bit of sun shining off of it. Always looks good. And we'll clear this deck with the clear quartz. Let's clear it. Go ahead and just get back into some shuffles. See what cards come out. We're going to build up our Egyptian spread for the daily tarot. And this is Friday, May the 8th. Okay, I am ESQ-Astro, your host. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. All I do is ask if the video does not resonate with you, then you can go ahead and share it with someone who you may think it resonates with. And as I always say, use your own interpretation and your own understanding to go deeper, or use your different understanding to read the cards best for yourself. Okay. And here at ESQ-Astro, we do call in our spirit guides to oversee the reading. Because again, we want to get the clearest message. And for you to do the same and get the clearest message, I do recommend that you call in your spirit guides and whoever you deal with to oversee and guide your vision to get the best message for you. We don't deal in the negative messages here or do doom and gloom here. We are always looking for the brightest and clearest path. So even though I'm going to point out the negatives, we're always going to give the anecdote to how to deal with that and get to the best energy. We ask that mind, body, and soul be connected to the reading. And the first card coming out, yep, Chariot in reverse. So can't make this stuff up. You just saw me shuffle the card. Chariot still comes out in reverse. Okay. Gonna go to the next card, which is the Strength upright. Okay. So this is gonna be building up a strength. I'm just gonna deal out the whole deck, and we're gonna look at the message. But I'm gonna give you guys each card, and then we get the Magician upright. Okay. And then we get the Lovers upright. Okay. So far this is pretty straightforward to me. Okay, I'm not gonna get too much into. I'm gonna break it down once I build up the pyramid. So next card coming out is the Devil in reverse. Okay, Devil in reverse, and then from there we get the Empress upright. Okay, Empress card upright. And then the next card is the Moon upright. Okay. Now, the Moon upright always puts us in a good position because the main thing is that we've only got two reversals. And it's kind of like the reversal that came out in the second row has confirmed the reversal in the first row. Okay. Everything else is in the upright. Only thing else the devil is confirming in the reverse in the second row is also the strength card. So there's there's some type of duality at play when it comes to maybe a battle or somebody alchemizing or making a better choice when it comes to something that's toxic. Okay, and being that that toxicity is coming out in reverse, it could be the person that's watching this reading. This may be something you're doing, but again, we can always attribute that energy outside of ourselves depending on the situation. So if it don't apply, let it fly. Okay. Next card coming out is going to be the Tower in reverse. Okay, Tower in reverse. And coming right out after the Moon, yeah, that could definitely be um, either something being revealed or talked about, or again, some news coming in that's going to cause a Tower. Okay, next card coming out is the Sun in reverse. Okay, so with the Tower and the Sun coming in reverse, and the Sun kind of clarifying that Moon, yeah, definitely something being, some light being shed on something, and it could be something that's dark or toxic. Uh, and with these two cards coming out both in the reverse to clarify that third row, I would definitely say there's a element of change. Again, the magician showing up, so that alchemical energy is there. Somebody's doing something to change the energy, or again uh, that change of perspective, or the change of how somebody's actually looking at you, or again choosing you in a different light now. Okay. Top card is going to be the Fool. So the Fool just came out in the weekend reading. Okay. And that Fool card is for tomorrow. So I would say overall, it's definitely saying some changes are coming in for somebody to be set out on a new path or a new challenge that arises. And based upon that Chariot card coming in reverse, it could be something to do with some travel, even if it's just local travel. But again, it could be to do with something toxic as well when it comes to travel. Maybe it's a death and a funeral because I'm seeing some of that energy present, um, especially with the sun in reverse matching up with that moon upright. Again, something dark can be revealed, or again, somebody could, be very sick and you just didn't know. Now things are coming to light. So just keep in mind some information is definitely coming out. There's definitely a choice that's having to be made. Okay, and it can be between something, toxic, or something that where the toxicity is reversed, and it may be on you, it may not be. Again, y'all take it how y'all get it based upon your circumstances, situation. But definitely some toxicity at play. Um, and again, with the the devil on this card and looking at the empress, again, there's that middle space where they may be seeing opposite on a situation that's going on. And with the moon coming right behind the empress, it could be from something that's being hidden or something that's coming to light, you know, about this toxicity or about this obsession. And ultimately, when that comes out, the moon upright, it's causing that tower in reverse, which may be turning things around, as well as the sun in reverse, which is definitely showing things are being brought to light, but it may reverse somebody's actual choice, because all of that's lining up with that lover's card, where again a choice or a decision is made. There could even be some jealous energy involved. Again, sun coming out in reverse is pretty much the same as the moon, if you ask me. But again, the sun being more of the spiritual card, it could be, things of a spiritual nature that come to the forefront, or test that are supposed to come out during this Pluto retrograde. Remember, Pluto is retrograde for the next 5 months. So energy is definitely going to be tested in certain relationships because it's in Aquarius in retrograde, and that's our extended house of friends, some extended family, things of that nature. So we just have to be aware of these dynamics when it comes to these relationships. Now, the bottom of the deck is going to bring out the Emperor upright. Okay. So the Emperor coming out in the upright as well as the Fool card. Somebody's getting into a position of mastery or getting back some type of level or balance. Again, not a lot of reversals in the reading, so it's definitely upright, dominant. And with the gods of Egypt, I'll go ahead and clarify the reading. But it's definitely showing a turnaround. Uh, so I don't know if somebody's getting the car, getting back into the driver's seat, uh, taking their power or taking control back. That's what the Chariot card can also represent. So it could be a reversal of that. Maybe you were not, in your power, or you were, because again, with the where's the other card with the Strength coming out right after it. To me, it's showing that this is the reversal of you not being in the driver's seat, especially with the Emperor clarifying the overall read at the bottom of the deck. So, pretty straightforward to me. The reversals are definitely things that I see are changing for either the better, or again revealing some things that you might need to, you might have needed to know, and able to make the right choices to move forward, as well as to maybe involve yourself in certain situations or uninvolve yourself. Because again, if it's certain things that have to do, with family quarrels or things that are indifferent within the family dynamic, this may be one of those things again where your best plan of attack may be to fall back. So just know sometimes silence is the answer, and it's the best way to show your position. Of again not even wanting to engage, because sometimes again that engagement is provoked for reasons unknown, but again once you expose yourself you can never unexpose yourself. So if you choose not to engage, then everything is left to the air of mystery. Okay, I'm gonna cut the deck one more time and then we'll go ahead and see what the gods say for today to clarify the reading. Again, I think this is pretty straightforward. The Fool again is turning into the Emperor. It has used some type of alchemy to change the situation around. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do one more cut and flip. Like I said, I go with Spirit. Spirit say keep going, and wanted to show me something through it, so I did it through that side, and we'll go ahead and cut it one more time since I was showing what I needed to see. Yeah, I think this is a pretty positive reading for a Friday. This is a day ruled by Venus, so you might find yourself in a place of dealing with some beauty and some type of art or music today or tonight. So y'all enjoy yourselves. But again, watch for the hooks. Stay on your P's and Q's. Okay. First card coming out off the gods of Egypt. Yep, we got protection coming back out in the upright. So yeah, this is clarifying what's going on, because protection just came out in the other, and y'all just saw me shuffle the cards like many times. So, but again, the energy doesn't lie, and the protection is coming out back in the upright like it just did in the 3-day weekend read. Some protection is definitely being cast or again shown or seen or recognized in some way, based upon again these changes that are alchemizing that choice to be a right choice to get things to actually turn around. Because a reversal of a tower could actually be instead of it being a bad moment, it could actually be a real good moment, especially with the sun in reverse coming right after it, saying, again, that some light can be shed on something with the moon card that reverses that tower and causes a good moment, and with the sun in reverse, restores that sunlight to kind of clarify these other things that have light on them, or again, duplicating the moon energy to where something coming out activates something else coming out. Because again, it's good to have heart to heart talks and have shared information without hostile and just that negative exchange. Being being in a place of having you know balanced energies and being able to talk respectively and not shout, argue, and fight. So this definitely could be showing one of those type of moments as well. Not going to get too much deeper into the reading, but again, that protection card coming out saying a whole lot. Bottom of the deck, yeah, we got understanding coming out in the upright. So to me, that just says everything about the reading. There's a new light being shed. Somebody, again, who was having that identity crisis earlier in the week. You worked through that. You've alchemized the energy, and now things are about to start working in your favor heavily. Just based upon again, new light being shed. With the last reading I did, I had got all the way up to starting to build up this reading. The star card came out in the upright. So again, a lot of this shows that somebody's getting back out, getting back on their strength, using their magic, making correct decisions to turn around toxic things or toxicity within a relationship or within self. Okay, we never want to always look outside. We want to look at inside because sometimes the things that are happening outside of us are a reflection of what's going on inside. Not all the time, but if it is, we want to be honest with that so that we can deal with things in the proper manner. And again, this is restoring the throne. The Empress is sitting pretty healthy there, but again, maybe something that was in the dark that comes to the light and is revealed, reverses a tower, reverses how the sun is shining on this person that's reversed in the chariot, that puts them back out as the fool, making a choice to explore, but ultimately turning them into the emperor, showing that they have great protection and at the balance, understanding of how this person moves or what they actually are trying to accomplish or do. So again, we can only gain understanding through communication. And if we don't communicate, then we don't truly have the understanding that we need to execute. So that's why love is the highest elevation of understanding when you start talking about um, love not just being a feeling, but again, being a place of understanding or understanding uh, who somebody is, what they are, and why they are. Because again, sometimes we don't know or understand why people are how they are until we get to know them and communicate and open up and gain some type of understanding of who this person is and their true being. And this is where, again, that highest elevation of understanding is love comes into place. Because when you understand somebody, even the broken parts of them, that's where love truly comes from. It's not about being tolerated, it's about being celebrated. And if I know you in the totality that I can know you, because you can never know somebody as well as you know yourself. That's why we say knowledge of self is the key to knowing and getting to know others. And so, and the degree that people let you know them to is based upon how open they are with you, particularly, because everybody's going to know an individual differently, unless this is just one person that can be one with all. And I rarely meet people that are like that, but we do have some special people that come through this life and have that type of energy. My energy, personally, I feel is more, uh, I'm selective. You know what I mean? I'm an acquired taste. That's how I feel. I don't feel like everybody will like what I do the same. You know what I mean? And I don't open myself up to everyone the same. You know what I mean? Like I deal with people on an individual basis, and sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not. But I'm learning how to appeal to the crowd more as I get back out on my own. Looking at the reading, I always say there's a message for me there as well. So I am seeing things about things I'm going through in my journey in the reading as well. But this is for the collective. Again, I'm ESQ. We are ESQ Astro, and I just ask that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you don't get anything from the reading, which again, if you're here, we're not here for entertainment purposes. I believe there's something in the reading for you. But if there's not much here for you or anything, I do ask that maybe you share the video with somebody that may get something from it, or somebody you know their situation and it relates more to their situation than yours. We just ask that you share that video, like the video, if you do get something from it. And if you can relate on a deeper level, comment. Let me know how you guys are relating to what I'm doing, picking up what I'm laying down. The main thing is that when you find the video, that's the time for you to find it. Even though they're date stamped, I'm just, again, starting my journey. So I'm dating everything, and again, going to start some other types of videos with the channel as well. But we are going to stick to the daily tarot, at least until we get to 100 videos. That's the goal. And I would like to get to at least 100 subscribers. So again, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm ESQ-Astro, and this is the Daily Tarot Read. Peace. Y'all have a great weekend. Beginning of the video is the weekend tarot read, so don't skip through if you don't have to. All right? Peace.